Hey, hey, everybody, let's have some fun. You only live but once, but when you're dead, you're done. So let the good times roll. Let the good times roll. Don't care whether you're young or old.
So welcome, it's Hassan and today I've got a big video for you. As you can see by the title, I'll be going through my Mafia IV wish list. So I'll be going through a wide range of key points like characters, location, story, and features we haven't seen previously in any Mafia related game. Now I'll start by going through a variety of storylines Hangar 13 could go with for a potential Mafia 4. We could have a prequel based around the 1920-30s that could allow us to play as two important characters in the Mafia universe, which would be Leo Galante and Frank Vinci. Imagine how fascinating it would be to see the genesis of how Leo Galante and Frank Vinci built one of the biggest criminal organizations in Empire-based history. The organization I'm referring to is the Vinci crime family, which Frank Vinci is the don of and Leo Galante is his right-hand man. Another route that could go is in exploring the late 1970s. This would be in line with the tradition of moving the timeline forward in the Mafia universe. During this time, tensions are on an all-time high between the FBI and the mob. Personally, I feel this would be the perfect route to go in, as the key foundations of Mafia game have always been the time and place, and no better time and place than the late 1970s. It was such a unique time because this was when the mob reign of the casinos in Las Vegas was about to come to an end. Hangar 13 could even take inspiration from the movie Casino, which Robert De Niro stars in. This movie shows us the last time the mob was on an all-time high before eventually everything fell apart. A concept I would really want them to apply from the movie Casino would be if we could actually be allowed to manage our own casinos, run all the finances, decide what type of person is allowed into the casino, and have the luxury of throwing out any unwanted customer in your casino. You could even gamble yourself, play poker, or take part in other various side activities. Now I remember Mafia 3 actually does feature a casino towards the end of the game, and it's heavily talked about in the story of the game. Unfortunately, we couldn't do anything in the casino, so hopefully these are some features to consider putting in a Mafia 4 game. Now don't get me wrong, Hangar 13 did a lot of things right with the remake and Mafia 3, but most of the characters didn't get enough screen time in Mafia 3. This is sort of fixed with the remake, but they already had a great base to start with. So the intriguing thing to see is, can Hangar 13 do a good job of developing their own characters? Now I know I'm talking a lot about Mafia 3, so sorry, but another feature that was heavily disliked in the game was the in-game racket system. Basically, if Lincoln wanted to take down a racket, he would have to complete a list of highly repetitive tasks until he got to the main man controlling the racket. Once he took them down, he could take over the racket. Now I know this was widely hated on by fans and the gaming media as a whole, but for me the problem wasn't the idea of racket system itself, but instead how it was implemented in the game. Another feature I really wanted to see implemented is customization for the main character. We don't need insane GTA style customization, but getting to change a character's hairstyle and facial hair would be really cool. The insane levels they could take customization to in a Mafia game is insane, but even something basic would be fine. They could even bring back something simple like clothing stores, something we had in Mafia 2. This would add a lot more meaning to earning money through story missions. Now I doubt we will ever see this in a Mafia game, but buying property would add a lot of depth to the game, and it's another feature that would add more meaning to earning money through story missions. Some features I would really love is like taking down a fake mob front like a bankroll clothing store or like a takeaway. It would be so fun, so hopefully we see something of the sorts. Now I'm gonna mention Mafia 3 again. So when this game started to get promoted by Hangar 13 and 2K, one of the main reasons fans started to get excited for the game was to see what happened to Joe in the Mafia 2 ending. The ending of Mafia 2 left fans wondering that did Joe get whacked or did he survive? When the Mafia 3 worldwide reveal trailer was released, fans started coming up with some theories on Joe's fate. Some started speculating that Lincoln could be Joe's son. Believe it or not, I even remember seeing some folks say that Burke could be Joe. Now Burke doesn't look anything like Joe, so I found that hilarious. Then when the game came out, you was allowed to do some optional side missions for Vito. After you complete this side mission, Vito reckons Joe is dead. You would think this was some closure offered to fans of Mafia 2. Maybe not the outcome some fans wanted, but it was some closure at least. Think again though, this is where things get more confusing. If you reach the end of the main story missions in Mafia 3, you will see a driver for Leo Galante who highly resembles Joe Barbero. In a now deleted tweet, the lead of Hangar 13, Mr. Hayden Blackman, confirmed it was indeed Joe at the end of Mafia 3. In Mafia 4, they could follow up on this with the story based around Vito discovering clues that Joe is still alive. We know he gave up his search in Mafia 3, but maybe something comes to light that he just starts investigating again. Vito could then seek the help of Lincoln, and Lincoln could go to Donovan, and together they could embark on an attempted rescue mission to save Joe. While embarking on this rescue mission, imagine how good the chemistry between Vito, Lincoln and Donovan would be. Now what seems to be the likely destination for a possible Mafia 4 game is Las Vegas. I mentioned the casino related storylines Hangar 13 could go with for our next installment, and that might just happen. In the Mafia remake titled Mafia Definitive Edition, which was released a year ago, we had collectibles in the game called cigarette cards. Each card features bios and information about many of the key characters in the Mafia trilogy, but one character which nobody could recognize was a character named Louis Romeo. Louis is the unheard character in the Mafia universe. Ever since the cigarette card was released, the fans have been speculating all kinds of things. But what we can all agree to is that this is a big indication that it could be a Las Vegas setting for the next Mafia game. Now all in all, what I just want from a Mafia game is to have a great story, great characters, and just have a lot of realism to the game. So I think I've come to the conclusion of this video, and I'll have to end it now. So thank you for watching, goodbye, and I'll see you next time.